We often get asked about entrepreneurship in larger companies, and can larger companies really innovate? And Bill Joy is a venture capital investor with Kleiner Perkins in California and a founder of Sun Microsystems many years ago. And he's been a keen observer of the innovation and entrepreneurship space for a couple of decades at least. Bill Joy argues that there is innovation all around us, but in big companies, most of the time, unfortunately, that innovation happens elsewhere. Big companies, most of the time, just don't innovate. And yet, there are some striking examples of big companies that do so very well. One of them is Nokia, who's gone from being a maker of rubber boots to the largest cell phone manufacturer in the world. Well, how did that kind of innovation occur? Another is 3M, where the company has built on its expertise in adhesives to build a whole range of different kinds of adhesive-based and coating-based businesses all around interesting little bits of technology that lead to all kinds of new products. I think some of the lessons we can look for in big companies that have been innovative, like Nokia, like 3M, like Google, is there are two common patterns where we see it happening. One is companies ask their key people, their engineers, to set aside a portion of their workday, their work week, to say, use that period of time, 15, 20, 25% of your time, to work on things that are not your core job. Tough to do in many big companies these days where budgets are tight and time is a real pressure. But actually the most innovative companies use that as a way to get people thinking about things outside the box. The other way is Cisco's way, and Cisco, in essence, has said over the last 10 or 15 years, we're not going to try and innovate inside, but we're going to be very keen observers of the landscape around us, and when we see an innovation that's relevant to the business we do, we're going to go out and buy it, and we'll pay arguably too much to buy that little company and bring its technology in. But then when we, Cisco, can put in place our distribution capabilities and our structures around that smaller company and fuel it to grow, we can really deliver a terrific return on that investment. So there are multiple examples, but not very many, of where big companies, these elephants we might call them, actually do learn to grow. And I think big companies can learn from those examples and find ways to be innovative themselves.